Hey, good afternoon, guys. Welcome back into this channel. So, in this lab, we're going to have a look at Amazon Elastic Beanstalk. So, just go ahead and say, yep. So Elastic Beanstalk. It's right there. Just take some time to upload it. So we have Amazon Elastic Beanstalk end-to-end web application management. So Amazon Elastic Beanstalk is an easy-to-use service for deploying and scaling web application and services developed with Java, .NET, PHP, Node.js, Python, Ruby, Go, and Docker on familiar servers such as Apache, Nginx, Passenger, and ISS. So the benefit, it says it here. Just click on create. Now, by the way, let's see if we could dive deep. Please, Elastic Beanstalk. Let's see what we got. It's basically Elastic Beanstalk, Elastic Load Balancer, Elastic Container Services, Kubernetes. Okay, let's see if we can find let's see if we can find a video like this one here.
Finding the right tools to migrate, build, or modernize your cloud-based web app can be complex. With all the choices available, it can be difficult to know which ones to use. And afterwards, it's up to you to manage multiple services to provision infrastructure, handle deployments, and scale your web app. What if you could instead focus on writing code and building great web apps? Wouldn't it be nice to not have to worry about provisioning services, scaling infrastructure, or updating your platform with the latest patches? AWS Elastic Beanstalk is an easy-to-use service for deploying and scaling web applications and services developed with Java, .NET, Node.js, Python, and many more on familiar servers like Nginx and IIS. Elastic Beanstalk automatically manages the services needed to host and scale your application. Getting started with Elastic Beanstalk is easy. Migrate your application by uploading your source code bundle to Elastic Beanstalk using the Management Console or command line interface. Elastic Beanstalk returns a URL for your new web app and automatically handles the deployment details, such as provisioning, load balancing, auto-scaling, and application health monitoring. You have the option to configure your web app to run on your preferred instance type or to add resources such as a virtual private cloud or a relational database. Elastic Beanstalk also provides a pathway to modernization. You can re-implement portions of your application as containerized services. Then, by linking to your existing web app, create a distributed application. With Elastic Beanstalk, you can retain control over the AWS resources powering your application, allowing you to manage as much or as little as required. Even better, there's no additional charge for Elastic Beanstalk. You pay only for the AWS resources needed to store and run your applications. With Elastic Beanstalk, you can focus on building API services, web backends, websites, content management systems, and even SaaS applications without spending a lot of time managing and configuring infrastructure. To get started, visit the Elastic Beanstalk console and get your web app running in the cloud in just a few clicks.
Okay, guys, so basically was it's been helpful to explain what is Elastic Beanstalk. So let's go ahead and give it a name and call this test dev Beanstalk. Scroll down, when we reach here to platform, you could either choose .NET Core on Linux all the way to Tomcat. You could use Ruby, Java, Go, Docker, Python, PHP, Node.js. Let's just use Java. You could choose any programming language you like. I just choose Java. Now, down here, the application code, you could either they will just change over time, but just keep them as default. Then we could upload our own code, but we don't have that. So let's just go ahead and deploy a simple application. But before we create this application, I want to show you the kind of options that are offered on Elastic Beanstalk. So let's go ahead. I'll show you. It looks like it might take some time. So to upload and deploy web application is simplified, fast way. Focus on writing code instead of provisioning and managing infrastructure. Select and retain full control of the optimal AWS resources. For powering your application, use adjustable settings to scale your application for handling peaks in traffic while minimizing cost. It's pretty neat. So switch back and see. So it might take a few before it's ready. So the way it works, it says that AWS Elastic Beanstalk deploy and scale web application and services. So use AWS Elastic Beanstalk console to create account and answer question that belongs input to create your environment. Application code, Elastic Beanstalk platform, set up application with your code, runtime, bang, bang, bang. Okay. Let's see. Let's give it a minute. So by the way, let me just go over that real quick. So behind the scene, there's a service that we'll have to look at very quickly as well. So this service name is Cloud Formation. Let's go ahead and click on that. So in this stack right there, yeah, you will see we find a stack right there, right? And it is going to actually create all the infrastructure needed for our Elastic Beanstalk application. Let's go here. In this stack ID right there, it's going to create all the infrastructure needed for our Elastic Beanstalk application. So this is something that really out of scope in terms of understanding how that works. But just so you know, Beanstalk behind the scene leverage cloud formation to deploy your application. So it's going to close. Yes, all of the feedback is coming from here. It's coming from here. And so cloud formation to deploy your application. So now we have to wait. Just back to the Elastic Beanstalk. So now, as you can tell, so this, as you can tell, that it's a single instance right now, and deployment, if you need change some configuration and not use a single instance, you will see on auto scaling group. That's basically this Elastic Beanstalk has been created. And if I copy this, or let's say I click on that, it should display a server saying that I can get access to this congratulation page, which represents the fact that my Python application has been deployed on Elastic Beanstalk. So this is the result of it, and I can access it using the URL, which is cool. So if I switch back here to EC2, I just want to show you something. To see what has been created, so I can go here to EC2, and you could see that my Elastic Beanstalk that I configure is here also. It also comes with a public IP address. It have an instance ID. It have the host type. It have a private DNS name and everything. So let's say if you were to copy this and you paste this into a new browser, it's basically would giving you the page that we have. But since you already see it here, let's just switch back. So once this is running and this is, you can see that my instance is running, but it'll have an Elastic IP address, right? So if you go to security group, so the Elastic Beanstalk have a security group that have an Elastic IP. So it doesn't have no Elastic IP. I apologize for that. Placement, see on load balancer. So we have a load balancer. Stickiness is off. Port 80 is available. So this is pretty neat. Let me see if it come with auto scaling group. Template. So yeah, so this is pretty neat. It's basically all that is into Elastic Beanstalk. Otherwise, you have to be a developer or DevOps engineer to dive to dive deeper in this Elastic Beanstalk. So Elastic IP address does not, but it comes with a load balancer. Okay, our scaling. Let's see here. This didn't search. Okay, guys. So I appreciate you guys will follow along. Stay tuned for the lab configuration. I will see you soon. Just go ahead and erase that if you don't want to get charged for this. Just terminate this instance. And let's switch to Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk. See, let's just click here and erase this. Build the terminate environment. So this is basically an environment. What's the name? Is that dev or something? I forget the name I give that. The EC2. Find the name of it and just erase that. Oh, we already erased this, yeah. Okay, I'll switch back here. Okay, so it was test dev beanstalk. Let's copy this. Switch back out. Space it. Enter the name of the environment to confirm. Test dev beanstalk. Not sure what's the name for that. Is that supposed to be the name here? Okay. All right, guys. So I'll see you soon. I'll just go ahead and erase this real quick. See you soon. Bye-bye.